Hi, welcome to my crochet tutorial. This is Auntie Nat's Crochet. I'm excited to have you here today. Whether you're brand new to crochet or looking for something new to crochet, you're in the right place. I can't wait to share my tips, tricks, and favorite techniques to you. Do click on the subscribe button over here before we start. I have thousands over videos, so do check them out. In this particular pose, I am going to work with this chunky yarn. I think this is the first time I work with chunky yarn, this type, and I'm going to make a plushie. So since this yarn is this thick, I will be using a, I don't think you can see this. And the numbers just gone blur. This is a 8mm hook. You can actually use 8 or 10 or even 8.5 or 7. So 10, I think, it might create some holes, so I'm using 8mm hook. So I plan to make something like this. I made one small one here. This is a telephone. Doesn't look right. I think this is too long, slightly too long. So now I'm gonna make the same thing, same pattern with this. So here come up bigger and like a plushie toy. And yeah, besides this, you also need some stuffing, and that's it. Now let the fun begin. Okay, I'm gonna start by doing these two sides first. It's a triangle piece, so you're gonna make two of these. It's the same size, same thing. So we're gonna start off with first you make a knot. This is just my habit of making a knot. Once you have a knot, you chain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Once you have a chain 11, you're gonna turn to the second stitch from the hook. This is the hook. This is the first stitch. This is the second stitch. And I'm going to do single crochet until the end of the row. So I should have 10 single crochet in this row, and it should look like this. So once you have 10 single crochet, turn your work, turn it this way. I am not going to chain 1. This is the first stitch, this is the second stitch, third, fourth, so this is the first stitch. Your yarn here, you just turn your work, and this is the first stitch. So I'm going to skip this first stitch and go to the next stitch. So which means this row I should have only 9 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the last one is always the one that is at this turning point. It makes it quite confusing, especially for beginners. So if you count your stitches, then you know this is the last stitch. So this is 9 single crochet, and you look like this. Then you just leave this tail here, just leave it there, and you're gonna turn your work, and we're gonna start from this first stitch here. Start from this first stitch. I'm going to do 7 single crochet. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once you have 7 single crochet, you will find there are 2 more stitch left. These 2 stitch, I am going to do a decrease. I'm going to make this 2 stitch become 1. So I'm going to go to the front loop of the first stitch, and I'm going to go to the back loop of the second stitch. Then I pretend that these 2 are actually 1 stitch. I pull up a loop and do my single crochet. Then I turn my work. This first stitch here I'm going to skip. I'm going to go to the next stitch. So I should have 7 single crochet here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th is quite hidden. 7 single crochet. Can you see this is slanting upwards and this is straight? After the 7 single crochet, you're gonna turn your work. And if you notice this side is straight, which means I need to work on this first stitch here. 1, oops, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after 5 single crochet, you will have 2 stitch left. You go to the front stitch, the front loop of the first stitch, and the back loop of the second stitch. And you pull through a yarn, and you put through all 2. And then you're gonna turn your work. You're gonna skip this first one, and now you're gonna do 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you should do 2 of this. Make sure it's identical. Just leave this here. Actually, this went up a bit. Later when we sew, it will go straight like this. So this part here, just chain 1, oops, pull tight, make it a knot, and I leave a little bit of tail for sewing, in case we might notice any holes anywhere that you like to, cover up. That's why it's best that you use 8mm hook, because if you use 9 or 10, chances of getting holes like this also quite high. See, there's a small hole here, so actually later I can use this to cover it up. That's why it's best that you leave a bit of tail here and here, so in case you notice any holes anywhere, just you know, bring your hook and just patch it because it's kind of thick, so you can just patch it. And now we're gonna work on the middle part. Now the middle part is quite straightforward. You just make a rectangle piece. Actually what happened here is here, here and here. It's actually a rectangle piece, so with the sides with this triangle, and that's it. And then make the top part here the receiver. So for this middle part here, you're gonna chain 11. First you make a knot. This is just my habit of making a knot. Once you have a knot, you chain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So once you chain 11, go to the second stitch from the hook. This is the hook. This is the first stitch. This is the second stitch. And you do single crochet. So you should have 10 single crochet. Oops. Oops. I'm so used to working with cotton yarn, and this chunky yarn is kind of like it's like I'm holding, you know, those towel material, soft towel material, and it's kind of chunky, kind of huge. Not used to it. Feel like as if I can't crochet fast with this. So once you reach the end, I am not going to chain one. If you want to chain one, you can go ahead. I normally don't. So once you reach the end here, oops, see, I am so not used to this yarn and this hook. This is a wooden hook. Oops, did I make the extra? And let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's already 10. This is a knot. So once you have a 10 single crochet, all you have to do is turn your work. Go to this first stitch. There's no skip. Just go to this first stitch and continue to do single crochet. So you just do single crochet through and fro and no chain one, and you can just go to that first stitch. And I have one here, so I do not know how long I need for this one. I did about 35 rows for it to meet. For here up to here to meet each other, I need 35 rows. But as for this, because the yarn is bigger, so I guess, let's see, for here I think I have more. I should have here, here. I start from the back, here, here, here. Yeah, maybe just nice. I'm not sure how many rows I have here. You can just test it out. I mean, just do into this length, then you measure and see if you can fit here. Okay, let me try this. Just get marker. What's that, your marker? So from here to here, do not pull, just leave it nicely like that, and you will see it's up to here. And you put your marker, then from here it's supposed to sit nicely here. You make sure this part here, it's not pulling that much. It should reach here, this stitch. Oops. And you just add a marker. Here it goes up one row, it goes up one. And then it goes up here, all the way up, slides up. Then it should meet here. And here. Oh, see, I have extra. So I will get rid of these 2 rows. So just in case, oops. Oh, I see. I go and mark on the wrong thing. It should be this one and this one. So let's see here. Here. There's 1 stitch up here. It goes up here. And it goes over here, which means I have extra. And let me just get rid of these 2 rows and I'll come back to you. Okay, I've got rid of the extra row, so now it fits nicely. So it fits nicely. And one thing I noticed, the end of the working yarn is this side. So which means I should sew this side first. Right, because the tail is here, I'll use this tail to go and sew this up. So here I don't have extra tail to sew. So let me just you hide all this tail inside. Add marker just to make sure that it goes to the right corner. Okay, this is 1. This is the top. Now it should go all the way down. No pulling, just place it here, and you notice is this one. So which means here should go here. Then you take a look and see if that's the right place. Nope, this is different. Let me see. So it should be this one. Oh, okay. Here, because this is like too loose. Then you go all the way and make sure here and here is on the same line. It should be this one with this one. Because sometimes, like, see here it's pulling, so it's kind of loose. So you just put it together and see. Okay, it should be here. We'll take it as this row, so you make sure both sides is the same. And we stitch. Make sure we stitch until here, and that is the turning point. And the turning point until here. Yep, it's the same. So you make sure it has the same spot, same row. If not, it won't balance. Here you have one. Make sure it's out of the same row too. Here it goes up all the way here. And the top part here, it meets here, which means this one I'm gonna connect here, and you will have telephone. Okay, I've cut the yarn and leave some tail for sewing. So I'm gonna sew this side first because this is where I stop, so I'm not gonna start again with a new yarn. So I'm just gonna use this and sew it together. So you check and see if there's any holes or anything you want to patch. You can use the tiny tail here inside. If not, you just hide it inside here. So since I stopped here, I'm gonna join these two first. Make sure this is still here. Remove this. You're gonna join this to this part here. There's all this extra height inside. And one more here. Means you join, oopsie. You got the wrong part. Join these three pieces together. These three corners you join together, which means this rectangle, the two corners, and this triangle piece, join the three corners together. Then you turn to this side. We do it side by side. We complete this side, then this side, then this side. So don't remove this marker as yet. Later. So since the yarn is from this side, I do not want to cross over like this. I do not want to see a cross like this. So I am going to go to here, because you can come back here because it came out from here. You just go to the next stitch. And pull. And this is how I'm gonna stitch it up. So you see if there's a hole here, make one more stitch here. I want the stitch to kind of hide in between these lines here. I do not want to see this kind of line here like this. So you make sure this stays at this right spot, and you just stitch the whole corner, and I'll get back to you once I'm done with this side. Do not stitch both sides yet, only one side, only the side that you have the tail with you. It could be the other side, it could be this side. So I'll just do one side first because I plan to do the face first. and sew the receiver on top before I close this side up. So don't close this side, leave it like this. Actually, making this phone is easy. The difficult part is to make the cute face. I still haven't figured out how to make it cute. I haven't. Oh, it should be this side. This is the part here. Right, once I stitch up here, then you should be able to see where the face should be. I have yet to decide how the face should be, because that one, the face is kind of small. The surface is small, so I just add 2 eyes, safety eyes, and maybe stitch some eyebrow and lips, and that's all, because it's too small. Whereas this one, the surface is kind of big, so I need to have a bigger eye. And let's see, and come up with a great smile to make it cute. So I'll come back to you once I have this nicely stitched.